Today we will discuss and you will learn about the DNA sequencing or the sequencing of DNA. It is one of the method to know the nucleotide sequence or nucleotide arrangement in the DNA. What are the nucleotide sequence? That is A, T, C and G. In what way or what is the pattern of such type of nucleotide sequences are found in a given DNA. So that is called the DNA sequencing. DNA sequencing also give the blueprint of the life because we can know that what is the position of a particular DNA sequence in a broad or in a long DNA strand. So before proceeding this DNA sequence, I would like to draw attention that if the DNA of the given organism is little lengthy and longer, then we will cut it with the help of restriction enzyme and we will take the short fragment or the short length of the DNA which we require. And if we want to know the sequencing of the DNA or their occurrence of nucleotide sequence in the DNA, we generally apply two method. That is, first one is Frederick Sanger method of sequencing of DNA, or it is also known as chain termination method. Actually, Frederick Sanger is a scientist who had given the contribution in the sequencing of DNA as well as amino acid sequencing. For this, he got the Nobel Prize in the field of medicine. And so, why this is known as Sanger method? Because it was invented by Frederick Sanger. And why do we call it the chain termination method? It is called chain termination method because the extension of the DNA sequence would not be possible if we are adding here D and TP, that is the dideoxynucleotide triphosphate. So that we call the termination method. It means chain is terminated by addition of DD and TP at position number 3 of a ribose sugar. Now second method is called chemical degradation method or Gilbert and Maxam method of DNA sequencing. These are the two methods, but the method number 1 is frequently applied in the sequencing. So we will discuss about the Sanger method of DNA sequencing. This method required some prerequisite things. For example, a single DNA strand template is required. You must know the template DNA strand. Actually, DNA is double stranded. So upon denaturation, it will give the two DNA strand. Either one is used as a DNA template. Second thing required the primers. Primers are normally used to extend the single stranded DNA template because it acts as a platform or as a guide. And primers are the short oligonucleotide sequences, and these primers are basically added on the 3' OH group of the chain. Next requirement is the deoxynucleotide triphosphate, which is present in the normal DNA, and DNA polymerase is also required, and there is a requirement of in a very little amount, that is D and TP. It stands for D, that is the di, again D, deoxy, and that is nitrogenous base, P phosphate, and the T stand for tri and P stand for phosphate. So these are the basic requirement for the sequencing of the DNA. Now you can see the picture given here. This is the normal nucleotide sequence. Now see the carbon position of carbon 1, 2 and 3. Here 3 number is having the OH group, that is 3' OH is present here, but in D-deoxyribonucleic is this one here, that is DDNTP. Here you can see that there is lacking of OH group, instead there is hydrogen. So upon addition of this here, the chain termination will takes place. It means the chain cannot be further be extended because of the absence of the 3' OH group, and it is the principle of Sanger method also. What the Sanger method principle is there? Upon incorporation of DDNTPs, that is the dideoxynucleotide triphosphate, it would result in that the growing chain of DNA, growing chain means the template which we have taken. So we are using there the primer. So primer further will not extend after some time, so could not be extended, and it will be terminated due to absence of no 3' OH group at 3 carbon position of a ribose sugar. This is the principle. Now see this picture. Here we are taking at the DNA template strand. Single DNA strand is known as template DNA strand. Now we are using here the primer, and the primer is already, we told you, this is called the oligonucleotide sequence or short nucleotide sequences. This DCTP, DGTP, DTTP and DDATP, that is a dideoxynucleotide triphosphate, all these are added here to extend the process. Now see that here this is the template strand. Now the copy is here. A is matching with T, A with T, C with G and so on. Now see here that the chain terminated at DDA, that is this point, we can say. Now the various strands of, this is the various strand, and all the strand of all these strand, you can see this picture there, all strand and in the DDA. Here see that the position of A is little shorter, little longer and little more longer. So that is the position of 89 in a given chain 1, 2 and 3. So it could not be further extend because of the chain termination process, because of the absence of 3' OH number in the given chain. So all strand end in DDA. So if this all sorts of things are allowed to chromatograph, or these all are allowed to the gel electrophoresis, where we can find the pictorial representation such as this is DDA, DDT, DDG, DDC. Now see this one here, this is the new strand. So what happened here, in a given tube, when allowed to gel electrophoresis, where we find different bands, these are the different bands of the desired nucleotide sequence retained, different bands are observed, the strand migrate in the gel with the shorter fragment moving faster. It means the low molecular weight of the DNA strand will be move faster. Suppose this is the way of direction moving here, so it will be move faster as compared to this one or this one or this one. According to the density or there the molecular weight, the lighter strand will be move faster. So by locating the position we can find out the specific nucleotide DNA sequence. Apart from that, how we start the DNA sequencing? We will take 4 different test tube. Test tube A. Test tube A contains single stranded DNA template plus DNTP, that is the deoxynitrogenous triphosphate primer and DNA polymerase. Apart from that, here we will add separately DDATP. Now this DDATP will not be here, because all these 4 will contain the same amount of substance. This is, but suppose here I am taking DDATP, so here I am using the DDCTP, then DDZTP and then DDTTP. So this we are using for the termination of the chain, whatever that will going to extend. So deoxy, DNTP already I just told, deoxy, and for nitrogenous base A, T, CG, etc., T for tri and P for phosphate. Now the purpose of adding a small amount of DD derivatives, that is the DDATP, DDCTP, DDGTP, DDTTP, is that only to terminate the elongation of chain. So finally we reach there that the desired DNA sequence when passing to gel electrophoresis, and we know that the primer which is used in the tube is already radioactive. So under the process of the sequencing, we will generally do it by the autoradiography technique, and when the X-ray is passed on the gel, we will find the imprints of the DNA sequence whichever is present on the, that is, agarose gel. Actually the use of radioactive isotopes is little lethal, that is the dangerous. So nowadays we are using the single tube sequencing method also. So in this method normally what happened, DDNTPs, that is dideoxynucleotide, are conjugated with the fluorescent molecule. Conjugated means binding or bounded with the DDNTP with some of the fluorescent molecule. Fluorescent molecules are those substances which emit light, so which on excitation give different color, and these color bands are observed upon autoradiography. And in this method simply what we'll done, normally we have a sample sample of the DNA sequencing or whatever the DNA which you want to sequence, and we will also add here buffer solution. Buffer solution is used to maintain the pH, and so as a result of that, these DNA sequencing is migrated, as I told you, during the gel electrophoresis process. Normally we using the 4 lane there, 4 wells are there, 4 blocks are there, but in this method we are using, that is in the single tube sequencing method, we are using a only one lane method, that is one well or single lane gel electrophoresis instead of the 4. So the gels are then laser scanned, that is the laser light is scanned, and that picture of DNA sequence is observed in a form of colored picture, and thereafter the display colored on the gel is scanned and it is further computerized and programmed in the database. So this method is very easier as compared to the previous method. So this DNA sequencing method is done to find out the location of a particular nucleotide sequence in a given DNA fragment.